Hello, it's Sarah
and Angie,
and we're here to give you guys the She Tries South Charlotte pre-race meeting for 2024. So if you're joining us on Sunday or thinking about joining us on Sunday or even volunteering with us on Sunday, we're going to give you all the details you need to know.
All right, so the event is presented by Moxie Mirror, and if you were a participant at ION or saw any pictures, you'll see all the cute and inspirational touches that Brindley adds. And also we are hosted by the Harris Family YMCA, so we can't wait to get our first She Tries, our inaugural North Carolina event underway.
It's a beautiful venue. We're so excited to be there. So we have so much fun stuff to share with you. If this is your first time doing a She Tries event, Angie and I like to do these meetings online so that you have time to really hear all the details and get your questions answered. If you'd like to ask us questions during the live, you may, and we'll try to get to them, and we'll also answer them in the comments afterwards. Don't worry if you aren't able to join us live. We'll be saving this video and emailing it out to you, hopefully later today, if I can get all the emails out today. So.
All right, so we have a fun couple things planned at Packet Pickup, which is on Saturday from 3 to 6. We have samples of our water, and it's fancy artesian Splendor water. Mm-hmm. So you will get samples of that at Packet Pickup. We will have the Swivel Bottle is hosting a transition clinic.
Oh yeah,
from 3 to 3:45. So we can't wait for that. That's going to be.
I highly recommend you come do the clinic, then come get your packet. That's a good.
Should we drink water in between?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And you want to hydrate. And also at Packet Pickup, you'll be able to view all the cool She Tries merchandise. We have some fun backpacks, we have some fun visors, and transition bags, orange mud towels, and a pretty cool collection of some new shirts.
Yeah.
Some tanks and some fun short sleeve shirts.
Yeah, they look awesome. So you're going to want to check all those out. So come with some time to hang out with us. It's kind of like a pre-party, and we're excited to see you all there. When you come for your packet, you're going to need to bring your ID. You will need to come pick up your own packet at this event. We cannot have anybody picking up anyone else's unless it's for a minor. So please bring a government issued ID with you to pick up your packet. We still have space available if you're interested in doing the triathlon or throwing together a relay team last minute, or you could also do the aquathlon.
Such an interesting word to me.
Swim run if biking's not your thing. So definitely consider that. Yes, there you go. Parking for all of this will be at the Harris YMCA. If there is a need for overflow parking, there's an elementary school across the street, and you can park there. But you should be able to fit at the Harris Y, except in the areas that are roped off for you not to park in.
And we were specifically requested not to park on the street. I remember reading that in the information.
Yes, please don't upset the residents.
Yeah, no, and we want to create a safe course for our participants. So, all right, so Saturday's timeline, like I said, 3 to 6 packet pickup. If you can't get there, you can still pick up your packet on Sunday morning. Transition will open at 6 a.m. Body marking and chip pickup is around 6:15, and then packet pickup will go 6:15 to 7:15. So you can still get your packet on Sunday if you can't get it Saturday. Body marking, packet pickup, and chip pickup will close at 7:30 on Sunday so that you can get ready to get down to the pool. And if you want, you can warm up in the pool for a few minutes. And then we will line up the swimmers, and we'll talk about how we do that in a little bit. And then you will have a welcome from your special guests of Sarah and I, and maybe one additional fun member passing the torch to us. We'll do the national anthem, opening remarks, and we'll do a little debrief of the course. And then at 8 a.m., the first swimmer is going to go in. And at around 9, this is all kind of estimates from here on out, but around 9:55, we expect the last cyclist to be off the course and on the run. This is, of course, an approximate time frame. 10:05, we think transition will open for you to remove your gear. You cannot remove it until the last cyclist is in and out on the run. So we want to give everybody a really fair opportunity to have their own transition, have their own space, and not be in their way. And what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, it's also such a fun time at our finish line. So don't be in a rush. Just enjoy the morning, stay and hang out with us, and like cheer all the other finishers.
Yeah, I think cheering on the final finishers too is part of what we're about. And if you're coming to She Tries, just plan on spending your morning with us.
We're fun.
Don't plan on spending anything else, doing anything else that morning. So then around 10:30, we'll start the awards, or once the final finisher has crossed the finish line. And so while you're waiting, you can visit all of our vendors that will be there, because we have quite a few.
We do have a few. And there will also be coffee on site, which I know we'll mention later, but should you need that post-event, or your friends and family who are on site, they will take care of you. And Resurrection Cup, we've heard that they have amazing coffee, so we're excited to have them with us.
I also heard they're naming some fun coffees in our honor.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, you have to tell us which name was your favorite. Maybe we can get them to permanently keep those names. So transition's going to be in the grass area adjacent to the YMCA. And if you're familiar with that, it's where it's always been. If you're not familiar with that, there's really only one main grassy area on the side of the YMCA. There will be bike racks in our transition area that will be numbered and set up according to your bib number. So there will be a range, and your bib number will fit in that range. You're going to find the rack with that range and put your stuff there. It doesn't have to be an exact numerical order. It's usually 5 to a rack. And this just kind of helps keep everything organized and make it a little bit fair about who gets which bike rack.
And we'll have transition captains and volunteers who are experienced and who can guide you along to your setup and where your bike should go, so you will not be lost.
That's right. And so the transition's where you're going to keep all your stuff in a nice organized little spot, so that's where you'll come to after your swim, and it's where you'll come to after your bike and go on to your run. So you'll keep all your gear there. And again, that will stay closed once our event has started until the final cyclist is out on the run.
Okay, so first event in a triathlon is a swim. So the way we organize the swim is that we have a time trial start. And we have a swim pace estimator that we will post after this, and will also be emailed to you. But on our swim pace estimator, we have ranges starting from 10 going to 1. And if you are a 10, you will assess yourself as, I swam in college and I'm crazy fast, or just a 12-year-old phenom. We have those too.
We do.
So anyway, and then it goes all the way, like I said, to 1. And 1 is, I don't know, I don't have a pace. So you fit yourself in there. We'll send out the estimator so you can kind of estimate what number you belong in. Again, we'll have volunteers. We'll have these signs all over the pool. So if you like to hang back a bit, you might be in this 3-4 area. All right, so when you get in the pool, we should note that the pool that we're going to use is the outdoor pool at the Harris Y. So we're super excited with that. And that pool has enough room for us to swim one direction in one lane, and then you'll snake all the way through the pool. So the whole pool will be one lane, one direction, and then you'll go under the next lane line and keep going. Did I explain that properly?
I think so.
All right. When you get in the pool, there are steps. You may get in, there's like it's kind of like a ladder. It's not really steps. It's a ladder to get in. You can get in that way. You can jump. You just can't dive in because that's just not deep enough, and we don't really want to start out the day like that. Once you seed yourself, like I said, if volunteers need to help you, they can. They'll be in bright pink volunteer shirts. And so when you're swimming, if you feel like you're coming up on somebody and maybe someone didn't seed themselves right, or you just need to pass them for whatever reason, the etiquette is to touch them on the foot. And once they get to the other end of the lane, the etiquette is just to wait and let that person pass you. So if you were touched on the foot, just wait at the end of the lane, and then let the person go by you, and then you just keep swimming. You don't have to pause for very long. Just pause so they can go by. Again, when you're swimming, you want to swim and pass like you're in a car. So you just want to pass on the left. And you may do any stroke you want. We want you to have a great swim. We want you to get through the swim. So backstroke, side stroke, elementary backstroke, swimming, it doesn't freestyle. Any stroke you need to complete the swim, you may. And you may stop at any point. You can stop at the end of the lane. You can stop mid-lane if you need to. Just hold on to the lane line, just pause, catch your breath, and then keep going. At the end of the swim, there's another ladder to get out. So just climb on out. Once you see those steps, they are right by the wall, but you don't really have to like physically touch the end of the wall. You may just get out, and we will also provide you a swim cap if you choose to wear it. These fancy, really pretty lilac swim caps will be provided. So if you choose to wear it, you can. I would, unless you have your own that you really like, or just have an aversion to swim caps, then you don't have to wear it.
Also, if you're going to be in the faster categories for swim, those are meant for freestyle only. So just kind of know that when you're choosing your stroke and choosing what corral you're going to be in. So from the swim, we go on to the bike. You're going to get out of the pool and run up some really fancy carpet that we're going to have put down and into the parking lot area, which is where transition will be set up. Right? Mm-hmm. So yes. Okay. We have some stickers that you're going to use for this, for your bike area or for your bike portion. This sticker has your bib number on it, and depending on when you registered, we'll have your name on it. And we'll go over the top tube of your bike. It's all sticker adhesive, so you just peel the back off and stick it over that way. If it doesn't fit on your top tube, you can also put it on your seat post if you're super tall. Anywhere on your bike, but typically the top tube's the best place to put that. And you have to have a helmet. You cannot leave transition without your helmet. You can't move your bike from the rack without your helmet on your head. So make that like your first thing. Go ahead and secure your helmet before you get the rest of your stuff done.
Can we take a minute just to talk about how the helmet should fit? Because
Sure.
It always makes me super nervous when I see women whose helmets are kind of sticking like off the top of their heads.
That's a good idea.
Okay, so when you put your helmet on, you should have about 2 fingers between your eyebrows and the top of your helmet. So it should rest there. So you don't want your helmet like off your head like that. That's not going to protect the front of your head. And that's the goal of the helmet, is to protect your head. Also, your helmet is going to have straps here that come down to like a Y, and you want them to be the Y part just to come right under your ear. And then your chin strap should be not tight so that you can't breathe. You can put about 2 fingers in between your chin strap and the buckle, and that's how you're going to know it's fit properly. So 2 fingers above the eyebrow for the helmet fit. The Y's come right under your ear, and 2 fingers under your helmet strap.
We've seen some photos of our participants over the years with some crazy helmet styles. So we just want you guys to be safe and wear them correctly. And if you have any questions, our transition volunteers and our volunteer coordinator and Angie and I, we're all happy to help you out with that. So when you go to your bike and you get your helmet on and you get the shoes that you're going to wear on the bike and whatever else you need for that, you're going to take your bike and walk it or slow jog it out of transition to the bike mount line. You cannot get on your bike in transition. So you need to wait until the volunteers tell you that you can get on your bike. And then you will get on your bike and you will take a beautiful ride through South Charlotte, 2 loops.
How many?
2 loops. Just keep in mind that we have 25 police officers on this route, which is a lot of officers trying to keep you guys safe, but the roads are not closed, so there will be traffic. You are protected by like having a space in that lane, but just know that there will be traffic on the roads. If you want to pass someone, you may on the left, just give them a little heads up and say on your left. But according to USAT rules, you need to keep distance from the cyclist in front of you. So it is 5 bike lengths is the rule. and you need to make a best guess on that distance. And if you can't keep that distance, then you need to be able to pass them, and then it's the cyclist who you passed, it's their job to fall back a bit and help create that space. So those are the drafting rules from USAT. At the loop area, when you get back to the YMCA, please do not pass other cyclists and make sure you slow down. We'll have volunteers there, but when you just start that second loop, it's a little congested. It's just not a good time to be trying to pass people. Also, when you're done with your second loop, you need to slow down and dismount before you get to the transition area. There will be volunteers there, but sometimes you're so focused, you just need a little reminder that you've got to slow down. Like that end of the bike is not the time to find your speed. So slow down before that so you don't run over our volunteers. You want me to do the run? Oh, helmet sticker. I forget it every time. We have helmet stickers. These go on the front of your helmet, ideally. They also come off very easily, and they may come off during the event. But the most important reason for this is so our photographers can identify you on the course, and you can get your free race photos emailed to you like the day after the event. So please affix to the front of your helmet.
All right, so next is the run. So if you purchase triathlon can be an expensive sport, but there's a few items that if you purchase them, they just make your life easier. So one thing I would definitely recommend is a race belt. So that looks like this. It's elasticy and it has a clip on here, and this will hold, you're gonna get a race number when you check in at registration, and then there's a way for you to put it on your race belt, and you just need to wear this on the run, but it must be worn on you on the run, and it must be worn on you on the front. And this is important. So we will have them at Packet Pickup. You could probably purchase one now and pick it up at Packet Pickup if you wanted. You could just say local delivery on the option. Anyway, so this is just a great $10 investment, and you'll probably use it on other runs to come. So anyway, once you get on the run, you're gonna run. The course is not closed to traffic, but this is not a very heavily trafficked area on Sundays, so you want to run in the direction of traffic. And then, so that's pretty much the run. You run. It's an out and back. There's a water stop halfway through at the turnaround, so you can hydrate there. Also, if you have friends that want to come watch you, we encourage your friends, your families. We want everybody there to cheer you on at the finish. Only two places they cannot view you from is on the pool deck and in transition. So they can't come on the pool deck, they can't come in transition, but there's a fence all the way around the pool. They can see it, and there's a fence in transition. There's a few places they can go around the course. But just note that. Can I tell you my funny story of South Charlotte? What happened when I did this event?
Let's hear it.
When was that? 2015?
Something like that.
So I did this event when it was Ramblin' Rose, and there was a lady in transition that apparently didn't have or just wanted to completely change her clothes. So she got naked in transition. She took all of her clothes off and totally changed her outfit. So that just might be maybe something that you don't do at this event. The boyfriends and the husbands at the time thought it was hilarious. But anyway, that's just a side note, funny story. Don't be the naked lady in transition.
Please. Please.
Or we'll get to talk about you. Also, sometimes when you get off the bike, you can be so excited about getting on the run that you can leave your helmet on, and it's funny. We laugh when it happens, but it does happen. So if that is you, and you find a volunteer will say, hey, you left your helmet on, just hand your helmet to them. They'll see that it gets back to your transition area because it's going to have your helmet number on it.
That's right.
And just a few housekeeping things. And then we'll talk about relays. So bathrooms, there are bathrooms in the Arenasium. There's men's and women's, and there's a couple of them in there, and we were told that we could take over the men's. So sorry, men, you're gonna have to hold it till the race starts. And also we have one of the USAT rules that we follow all the USAT rules, but one that is really important to us and is something we would pull you off the course for probably the only thing we would pull you off the course for unless you were not wearing a helmet, is you can't wear headphones. You can't wear headphones on any part of the course. So that's a USAT rule. That's a safety rule. So
no AirPods, headphones, any version of things in your ears.
Or on your ear.
Or on your ear. None.
Sarah's going to come get you.
I will.
All right. So also, do we want to talk about the sponsor zone, or do we want to
We'll talk about that at the after party. But one thing to note, because I think I said it wrong earlier, but transition is in the parking lot, not the grassy area.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I was saying that wrong earlier, and I know you're going to get confused, and now we should just start the whole thing over. But transition is the parking lot, and it'll be very obvious where you see all the bike racks when you arrive. But what's in the grassy area is a fun sponsor zone, and we'll talk about that.
And the finish line.
And the finish line, thank goodness. Okay, so relays. Like we said, it's a way to get involved if you're not ready to do all three sports, or if you just like the camaraderie of being on a relay team. It works very similar to the regular triathlon, just a few differences. Your swimmer will start around the pool with everyone else self-seated, just like if they were doing the full triathlon portion. The person who is going to do the bike portion will wait in transition where their bike and number and everything is set up. And there will be a chip that you get when you get body marked. All three participants or all members of the relay team have to get body marked. The swimmer will wear the chip, timing chip first. And once they leave the swim and make it to transition, they give that chip to their teammate who puts it on before getting the bike and going out on the bike ride. Then it's changed again. If the runner is different from the cyclist, it's given to whoever is running. The only person who needs to be in transition is the person who is about to do that leg. So there's a little bit of like needing to know the timing of your partner. So the runner doesn't need to stand in transition the entire time. They can wait until about the time the cyclist gets there. And you need to let the transition volunteers know that you're a relay participant and you're going to meet your teammate. Let's see, the bib only needs to be worn by the person doing the run leg, this thing. And it can be safety pinned if you don't want to buy a race belt, but who wants to put holes in their clothes? I recommend just getting the race belt. But anyway, that only needs to be worn by the person doing the run. And team members need to communicate. Everyone needs to know where their spot is in transition, so you're not trying to find that last minute. We also have the aquathlon. Those doing that are swimming up just like everyone else. And then they will go straight from swim to run and done. So that's going to be your difference. And we will let the transition volunteers know that we have a few of you doing that option. On to the party.
All right, so the fun stuff. Okay, so when you check in at registration, you will get all your race numbers, your swag bag with your goodies, and you will also get something that looks like this. It's a passport, and on the back of the passport is going to have all of the sponsors that will be there at Packet Pickup and on event day. And what you'll do is you'll go around to each one of them. You're going to strike up some conversation, ask how they are, thank them for supporting this event, and they're going to sign it. And then we're going to put all of those in a big box, and we're going to draw for some really good prizes.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you, but one's from the Invigory.
Yeah, pretty.
So Sarah and I kind of want that.
I know. Might just spill one out.
Yeah, right. So anyway, so that's to be done at Packet Pickup and also on event day. And also, so the post-race party. This is where the fun really, really happens. We have food that's provided by the Hyatt Centric South Charlotte. So they are really came on board and are really excited to provide some really delicious muffins and fruit for post-race. Also, My Brother's Bagels is providing bagels for our event, so we're excited about that. We'll have the Athletic Brewing Company non-alcoholic beer, because that's what we can have at South Charlotte at the YMCA. So it's still pretty good. And then we'll also have Primo Water and Splendor Water. Yeah. So we'll have water to go around. Enough water. And we'll have Lesser Evil popcorn, our most delicious snacks. So we'll have this at the finish line. You're also going to get this in your swag bag, and it's delicious. And you want to hear a fun fact about Lesser Evil that I just learned today?
Yeah.
So they have a snack box that you can purchase, and I've been known to purchase a few, but they just came out with a new product today.
What is it?
And it's like a take on Funyuns.
Oh, wow.
So, but it's like a healthier take. So I'm kind of excited to try those. But our event will have popcorn and it's delicious. And also we will have Harris Teeter sparkling water. And then if you would like, you can purchase something from the Resurrection coffee truck. So we're excited.
Or you can buy us something from the
Yeah,
Resurrection
you never
Coffee
know. We might be a little sleepy by then. We're usually running on fumes at that point. But anyway, so that's the post-event party. And then, you know, like we said, once you're finished, really stick around to take in the festivities of the day, cheer on the other participants. And we'll have music, food, awards, beverages, and DJ Derek is going to be in the house. Just felt like I needed to say it like that.
Sure.
That's pretty bold of me. I don't usually talk like that. But anyway, so he'll be there, and yeah. So can't wait for
It's going to be a great time. We're
the
so
whole
excited.
event.
Yeah.
from
Stick around for the
pickup
party.
to loading the truck tomorrow is going to be fun. To you know,
To driving a U-Haul on I-26.
Wish Sarah luck.
Whew. I thought you were driving.
oh,
I'm driving your car.
we'll see.
All right. If there's any questions, I'm going to try to pull it up real quick here, and then we'll finish this up.
I didn't see any come through, but just a few notes about who's going to be. Oh, there's one.
The timing chips are embedded into the ankle straps, so they will go around ideally your left ankle. And so you do not need to bring your own ankle strap, and you won't be able to use your own ankle strap because it's an all-in-one fancy new kind of timing strap.
So back to who's going to be at the event. We are going to have Swivel Bottle, of course, and Moxie Mirror, who has some fun, like I said, some fun surprises, but she has some cute little things that she brings with her too. We'll have the She Tries merchandise. We'll have Splendor Water. We have the Charlotte Running Company. We have Conti's Bike Shop, who is also, they will be there on event day, and they will also be our SAG on the bike course, which means support and gear. So if you have any trouble on the bike course, they will be there to help out. Hyatt Centric will be on site with their yummy, delicious treats. Swivel Bottle, Try It for Life, and Shelly's going to be there. They're going to be on course and volunteering, and also telling you all about their amazing organization and the Invigory as well. So
yeah, Invigory is providing a recovery zone for you guys. So I would definitely seek them out when you're done with your event.
Yeah.
They're going to have compression boots and all kinds of other stuff. It's such a really nice thing to have at the end of a triathlon. So definitely check them out.
Yeah, and I think, do we still need any volunteers?
We can always use a few good volunteers. I think we're in pretty good shape in general, but if you know somebody that would be great for the bike course or the run course, we would love to have their help.
Yeah, so thank you to Try It for Life. They are the huge volunteer support on course, and they always have fun things up their sleeve. So you never know, you might see, if you saw our Instagram reel last night, you might see a unicorn around, or, you know, some fun things. And also,
oh, that's right.
this is your event shirt.
Look at your event shirt.
I will model it for you.
It's beautiful.
It's very cool.
Look at
It's
that.
got sponsors on the back. It's very soft and comfortable. And also, if you want to see a quick preview of your special keepsake at the end, you can check out our Fizzy Friday post we made last Friday, because we're not going to tell you if you didn't watch it.
Yeah, you're just going to have to go see it again.
Yeah.
Yolanda is asking again about the picking up of packets. And yes, in South Charlotte, we have to have the actual participant picking up their own packet with their own ID. You cannot pick up someone else's packet unless you are picking up for a minor. Those are the rules in South Charlotte. So Anyway, if you think of anything else, give us a shout. You can send us an email. You can comment on this video on Facebook. We're happy to get your question answered because more than likely someone else has it. Otherwise, we can't wait to see you guys on Saturday, and we hope you have an awesome rest of your week.
See you this weekend.
Bye, guys.